long-time investment or long-term assets is a seed sown, and the harvest is inevitable. So you have to learn how to work on this thing on your daily basis. Learn to invest on a long-term asset. It's not a skyrocket magic things, but by deliberate, consistent actions, you will see all these things becomes easier as you get along in the process. Hi everyone, my name is MJ, and what I'm about to share with you today will blow your mind away about money. And the simple topic is just 6 and 7 rules of money. And I'm sure we all know what money means. Money can be, mean different meaning to each and every one of us. But generally, what I'm about to treat today is generally accepted as a rules of the money. You guess what? I'm going to make this video very quick and rapid action that to quickly speak it down so we won't waste much of our time. But as our next episode, I'm going to address part of it as well. So let's dive into it without wasting much of time. Now, first, we all know what money means. Money is just simple. Money is universal. Currency is geographical. And the simple definition of money is simple. Money is just a verifiable item that is generally accepted as a proof of payment in any domain. Just the simple definition of money. Why currency is what you give in exchange of goods and services. So, but today I'm not going to speak much on that part. What I'm about to treat is just to focus, on this simple topic: 6 and 7 rules of money. Now, today, I see a lot of questions have been thrown to me so many times regarding spending. How do we handle money? What are the principles of money? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to talk about today. Now, you see, the first on the list, I have about 6. But if you don't go away, because the 7th one will blow your mind away. Now, the very first on the list is spend less than you earn. Spending less than you earn and track your expenses. Many people in our generation today, they call them Gen Z generation, whatsoever it is. But then, listen, if you don't track your expenses, you'll already leave the back door open. It's like when you're pouring water, it's just going away through the other channel. You see, but if you track, let's first of all deal with the tracking of let's deal with the spend less than you earn. Most people, we spend, of course, one of the the reason why we go out there on a daily basis is to go there and spend money, right? Of course, we go and spend money. Yeah, we go. It's either we go and spend money or we go and earn money. That's one of the reasons we all go out every day. Now, going out to spend money or earn money, if you're spending, you spend less than you earn, right? Spending less than you earn. But if you are spending to impress, you want to spend more, you spend unnecessarily. But if you're spending to impact, of course, you will spend hoping that this is with this thing I'm spending money and I'm expecting something in return. I'm expecting that this thing in due time, of course, it will ripe and bring back, a good return. So let's not fall short of that trap that, let's spend, the more you spend, the more you earn. No. The more you spend meaningfully and impactfully, the more you earn. You see, so tracking your expenses. So they never leave the back door open, because when you are earning and you are not tracking, you already left the back door open. So you have to keep tracking your expenditures. And it was a seminar I went to some time ago. It said the higher your income, that your expenditure will always rise to meet your income. And guess what? When your expenditure is higher than your income, then your upkeep becomes your downfall. Now we'll move to the next one. 2, save for emergency and set aside 3 more worth of expenses. Expenses, talking about the same expenditure, because if you're setting aside worth of expenses aside for emergency, it's just life, because eventualities always show up unawares. And if it caught you unawares when you're not ready, and the consequences is more greater than when you're ready for it. So when you are earning, ensure you're saving for emergency, because There are things that will just, caught you unawares. There are things that will just show up unexpectedly. You see, and if these things show up unexpectedly and you subject yourself under unnecessary measure of thinking, worries, because worry is wasting your present energy on a future outcome, you still come back and attend to the situations or problem that you can't escape from it. Do you get? So what I'm saying in essence is emergency cannot be avoided. You have to prepare for it in advance so you won't get drowned when it show up. And if you think you are the only one, life happens, yeah. But if you think you're the only one life happens to, then you are the illusion of yourself. So we'll move to the next one. Invest in a long-time asset such as stocks, treasury bills, bonds, real estate. And this is what I've been preaching for long. I let people know that investment, most times we just like, quick and rapid investments that can yield a huge, return. But I want to let you know that long-time investment or long-term assets is a seed sown and the harvest is inevitable. So you have to learn how to work on this thing on your daily basis. Learn to invest on a long-term asset. It's not a skyrocket magic things, but by deliberate, consistent actions, you will see all these things becomes easier as you get along in the process. So learn to invest in stocks, learn to invest in treasury bills, learn to invest in government bonds, learn to invest in real estate. Real estate is what I've been preaching for a very long time. And if you know me very well, we are also into real estate. So if you need a landed properties, you can actually reach out to us. We'll help you get affordable properties. You don't say, oh, this is not. See, if you're waiting for the land, they say you don't wait for land. You buy land and wait. You don't wait and buy land. No, you buy land and wait for it to appreciate before you sell. A lot of people have been anticipating for a very long time. Okay, let me wait. For some time. See, all these things, just the good news to you. See, if you wait forever. But buy as when they are cheap or before because this land, they have stopped creating land, and the ones that are available keep appreciating. It doesn't matter the downtown, the urban area or the rural area you find the land available. Just get anyone you can get and keep as a long time goal. That is that. So move to the next one. 4, live below your means. Just because you can afford it does not mean you can buy it. Just because you can afford it does not mean you have to buy it. Most times we just want to impress people out there. You don't need it, but you just feel like, let me buy this thing to impress this person. Well, after impressing, you go back home, and when you cut off the light, it's hell in bed. You keep thinking and thinking, how did this money go? Why do I do this? Beating yourself hard when you're not sick. And remember, when you subject yourself, the hormones in your body, when you subject yourself under unnecessary worries, the hormones in your body are informed and they will take charge. So we'll move to the next one. 5, pay off debts. Pay off any high interest debts. You see, pay off any high interest debt. This is one of the things that send people to their early grave. At times, we just believe that, let me quickly borrow this money with the high interest because, you're being driven by the current situation of the problem. So you really don't pay attention to the high interest of the loan you're getting. And you just dive into it. And after you solve the problem, either way, is that you solve it or not. Probably at times, the money you borrowed might probably not be enough for it. So you start paying high interest. A lot of people are drowned as a result of the high interest they are paying for a very long time. And they never escaped from that tragedy. They are still there paying, all the days of their life, all what they have been working for is just going on the loan. And guess what? I'm not saying loan is bad, because it's the understanding behind the loan and the plans behind the loan, because at times the high interest is so disgusting, it's so much that you just don't worry about it and you just go for it. But see, rich people use this same loan or use this same debt to enrich themselves. But poor people, they use loan as a bondage. And I'm sure you don't want to use loan as a bondage. Use loan as a leverage. Use debt as a leverage, not using debt as a bondage. Thank you. So we move to the next one. Plan for your retirement as early as possible. Plan for retirement as early as possible. Now, I don't like talking about this word, retirement. Retirement is not biblical word, but it's a capitalist concept, but it's not biblical. So retirement was not supposed to be in part of your dictionary. You just have to finish your work and go. Those that are in their job know what retirement means. So, but if you're in your work, you never know anything that has to do with retirement, because your work is different from your job. Your work is different from your job. Your job is what you are being paid, or as a skills, or what you are being paid for to do. But your work is permanent. Your job is temporary. And guess what? Your job prepare you for your work. Your job prepare you for your work. So in your job, there will be retirement, there will be restraint, there will be resign. All the three of these things happens in the job. But in your work, you never see any one of these things. You just have to finish your work and leave. And that's why the Bible said, Jesus said, I have finished my own work and it is finished. So you have to finish your work and leave. So the seventh one, is financial education. A lot of people leave this. It's none of my business. I mean, I have people that will do that. I mean, let me use my, common knowledge. Yeah, of course, you can use it. However, it has limits. But if you can get this financial knowledge to accompany what you do, of course, it will help you have a leverage. It will help you scale well. But if you don't use it, it will haunt you. It will haunt you, because for a better decision, you need to have a financial education. For a better decision, you need to have a financial education, because we are all products of our own decision. So now I want to end, and I'm sure you all enjoy the simple topic today. And I want to end by saying that in life, it's just simple thing. Try and earn, save, and invest. Earn, save, invest, and repeat. So I usually sing this as a song. Earn, save, invest, and repeat. Earn, save, invest, and repeat. Come on, stay connected, get inspired, connect, and scale, and be legendary. Till I meet you some other time. Thank you.